Hello everybody and welcome to this live trading session in YouTube. Please let me know if you can hear me on the comments in the YouTube chat. Please just drop a line there. I don't know, say whatever you can hear me properly so we can begin the session for today. Just let me know you can hear me. Okay, before we begin, as always, let's read the disclaimer that is right there on the screen. The following video clips demonstration are for educational and instructional purpose only. TRADDICTIV provided these videos purely for the purpose of demonstrating the method of using the product. Users understand that all the content used in the video is purely for demonstration purposes only. It is not a guide and does not provide any indication or prediction on actual results. As a user, you understand and agree that hypothetical results obtained through the demonstration do not indicate in any way the result you may receive on using our products. All right. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Joe. Welcome. And well, I don't know if you guys saw my last session the previous week, where I explained a little bit about the order flow system, how it works, and how you can have an edge using this amazing quantitative technology. Let me just share my chart. Let me see which one. This one. Okay. So this is the basic chart we might have, everybody. Let me just clear a few things. Let me just remove the depth of market, so it will be more like any regular chart, and the volume as well. Just hide the volume. Okay. So basically, what you're looking at the screen, if you guys wasn't the last week here, this is what you get when you sign up in any trading platform, in any trading application. You will see just a bunch of bars, right? And well, we're in future, so let's change this to tick chart. I like more tick charts. Okay, and this is pretty much what you get when you sign up in any application, any broker, any analysis software. You get bars, right? In this case, we are looking at 233 tick charts on the euro. And there are many techniques that some people use, like analysis, technical analysis, where you might, I don't know, look for support, resistance, shapes, forms, analyzing the past movement, all that stuff, Fibonacci. There are a lot of stuff. You can please use the chat. Just mention what techniques do you like the most when you're using or doing technical analysis. Just comment on the chat so we can have a more interactive session today. All right, and well, this is pretty much what you get. But as you can see, there is not pretty much information here. Just what the price has been doing in the last, in this case, 233 ticks every bar. Or you use minutes, you will see every X amount of minutes what the price did. It went up, went down, and that's pretty much it. That's all you get when trading like this with just candlesticks. It's pretty nice because it's clear, yeah, but it really doesn't provide you with many information. That is something that the people you are against with in the market use. Okay, they use information, they use data that you are not having right here, because all you're looking at is just bars, right? That's what we've been, listening for many years. That it's good to only has the bars, and pretty much that's it. And support resistance, uh, price action. I don't know, you name it. Um, all right, Paul's telling me that he's been using UFOs and AutoClimate. That's great. Let me show you something about the um, the UFOs that I want to share with you, so we can have like different perspective, right? Let me just get back my chart here. Give me just a second. Let me get the TradingView chart. Okay, here we go. And we are here loaded with the UFO, as Paul mentioned. And this is a pretty great tool, because it can show us buy and sell zones pretty clearly, right? And it works pretty awesome. And but there's science behind this, right? And you can have this data as well, because you can use this, look at an area here, a buy zone or sell zone, and verify that. Okay, so you will have more, I don't know how to call it, precision, more accuracy. You can actually verify that these buy and sell areas have really um, traders interested in, that they are here, they are pending orders, and they are pending orders here. How many they are there enough to move the market, to stop it from going any lower? Are there enough here sell orders to stop the market to go any higher? All this you can see and analyze using the order flow. All right, let's go back to the order flow chart we were looking at. Sorry. Um, Here it is. All right. So we're now looking at the clean chart I was talking about. And let's say you have the let's put the let's highlight the areas where the UFOs were telling us there was a bison. It's this one, and the bison was right here. Let me just highlight it. All right, something like this. Let's just compare. I'm gonna show you now the trading view. You can see here and here are you can see it's pretty much the same. Okay, can compare once again. All right, so we have the areas that the in trading view it shows us the buying and the selling zones. Okay, so how do we know that there are actually pending orders in any of these zones right here? So let's add an indicator that I removed previously. Let me just look here. You can see a lot of indicators we may have. Okay, here it is. Let me just put this a little bit bigger here. No, just this. So you can see on the right side, what you can see here on the right side, I'm going to put a little bit bigger, are the actual pending orders in the market. Okay, you can see this in the futures market, and you can have an unlimited depth, right, of pending orders with the right feed. Okay, you can see, for example, um, we go a little bit lower, 206 lot, 100 contracts pending, 418 at this price. So there's a lot of pending orders in that area. But what we were looking for is what the UFO were telling us about this buying area here, and we can find right here 100. This is the biggest one, 133 pending orders right here. Right, so we now have a precise point where these these pending orders are, okay, and we can use that in our favor. So we can, let's say, like verify what we're looking at in the UFO using the order flow software. This is just one way to do it. If you want to combine, in the case like just Paul told us, using the UFOs and the AutoClimate. Okay, so you know here there are now 177 uh, contracts pending. Okay, in at this price, and we can compare right now with the UFO. Okay, we can see there, and the price with the UFOs is 1.21600, and you can see here the pending orders 131 are at 1.21580. So just a few ticks away from what the UFO was telling us, that there were a lot of pending orders. But you now can actually um, know that for sure. Where is the pending order? How much they are? How many they are? Okay, so you can see it here clearly right on the chart. So this is a tool that professional traders use, because it doesn't only show you this, doesn't only show you the pending orders. This is just one thing. Okay, there are many things, like volume, for example. Let me just show you the volume. Um, most apps in different uh, platforms and brokers, whatever, they use uh, horis horizontal volume, sorry, vertical volume, and it's pretty much useless because only shows you that in this candle there was a big volume, but that's it. But with horizontal volume, you can know exactly at which price was the highest volume, or there was a lot of volume, but exactly at which price, right? So that's very important when you're trading in quantitative information, because you need to know exactly the price. So let me show you the point of control in this case. Let me highlight it again. Go to grading so you can see it better. Okay, so you can have here more and more information on the volume, and you can see on the button here, for example, the total amount of pending selling and buying orders. So you can know which are more in the market, are more buying orders or selling orders. You can see it right here, right? That can influence your bias, right? You can change your bias depending on, are there more buyers, are there more sellers. You can know it here right away, right? This is real information um, in the whole market, the whole um, in this case CME mercantile Chicago Mercantile Exchange on the euro. This is exactly how many contracts are pending here on the market, on the buying and the selling side. All right. So that can, I don't know if you want to use that information for your trading, as uh, knowing where you're going to trade, which direction you're going to buy, or you're going to sell, you're going to join this pending order or these ones. That's up to you. There are many ways to trade this. You can actually know how many contracts were traded at each price. Okay, so you know exactly how much volume was traded at each price. So you can use that information to protect your entries, to protect put your stop loss behind a big volume. That's one good thing to do, because when there's volume, the price will get a little bit more effort to go through it. It doesn't mean that it cannot go through it, but it will take a little bit more effort, more money to push the price through a direction or another, right? When there is volume. And what you can see here now, we have the depth of market at the right side, which is all the pending orders. We can see the price, right, which is this black indicator here. We can see the candles. We can see the volume on the left side. I'm gonna actually see what's inside every candle, what's being traded. We can even change that to more useful information, like the bid and ask. We can know now exactly in this candle how many buyers, how many sellers, the difference between them. There were more aggressive buyers, there were more aggressive sellers. At which price exactly on that candle, how much they bought, they sold. Everything is here, right? This is the cluster information, also called footprint chart, where you can see exactly what is being traded, what was traded, and how much. Okay, this is something very, very useful when you want to analyze and look for an entry, because this is how the real support and resistance are formed. Okay, when you find um, a big volume or an imbalance at a given price that actually stop the price for going up or down, that's a real support and resistance. You can see that in real time only using the order flow system. Let me show you something else that you might want to use. Is Here is the depth of the market, the actual depth of market, where you can see everything that's going on. Many traders only use this to trade. It's a little bit hard just to trade from it. It takes a lot of practice, but it's once you understand it, it's pretty simple. Very, very powerful. Let me just show you a little bit and explain you a little bit about it, what you are watching right now. On the middle, you can see is the price. Where the gray bar is the current price. On each side, we had a blue and a red column. The red column are for sell pending orders. Okay, these are the pending orders here. You can see the total on the top. And on the blue column are the buy pending orders. You can see the total here on the top as well. And on the right side here, it says profile. This is the volume. How many contracts were traded? Okay, so you can see this gray highlighted gray number here is the what is called point of control, which is the most traded price during the session. In this case, you can set it up for session, for a month, for a week, whatever. Here are the trades that are being made, signs, and looking at this, I can clear this up, so it will update it with how many trades has been signed. I clear it up. Okay. Here on the middle, here right to the left of the red column, you can see the market orders. Okay, these are the market orders. You can see how they are being filled. Same for this column here to the right of the blue column. You can see the market orders taking the pending orders on this side. And a simple market mechanic, as you know, if somebody takes whatever is available, so the liquidity here on the pending orders, they will move the price up in the case of the red column. And when somebody take all the this buying pending orders, it will move the market down. Okay, that's how the price move. Okay, if you take all the liquidity on the buying side, it will move the price down. You take all the liquidity on the selling side, it will move the price up. Okay, that's how the market move. So you need to know that. You need to know basic mechanics, market mechanics, in order to trade whatever technique you might using. And most if you're using data. Okay, one good thing about data is that it cannot be, you know, I don't know, it cannot be like it cannot stop working because this been like this since I don't know decades. Okay, the data is being the same. So it's not like a technical analysis technique that is most many people start using it. It will stop working because everybody will know it and somebody will trade against that, right? And with this, it's different because it's the data. The thing is here that you need to know how to use it, right? You have to define, of course, a technique to trade the data, which I have some very good techniques to and very simple ones to trade the all this data. Very simple. And one advice I would like to tell you, for example, if you would like to trade data and use the let's say the liquidity, for example, as a tool that you can see on these columns, or um, you can see on the chart as well. One advice is that you always use the same the same time of the day for trading because you will get more familiar with what's the pending orders like in a given period of time. Let's say you trade 2 hours a day from I don't know 9 a.m. and you will know from that time until you finish trading 2 hours later how much volume, how much pending orders are normally available in the market. And if you see, for example, like this 150 lots is unusual for that time, you will know that you can take that into account when trading. All right. If you trade many assets, that's something it's very hard because you won't get familiar with things. It's gonna be harder. I mean, you might do it, but it's gonna be harder to learn and be familiar with something um, every day. If you are looking at different assets, it will be even harder because you will have to, um, you know, be accountable for many stuff, and many things can change, can be different in an asset to another. So it's better you get familiar with something. For example, I only trade the euro. Okay, I only trade the euro at the same time every day. Yeah, Paul, I just answered your question. I only trade the euro. Okay, that's your question. How many markets do you trade? I only trade the euro because I need to get familiar with something, and it's easier if I only look at one thing, right? I mean, if you have the ability to get familiar with many assets, okay, up to you. But I prefer to focus on one thing only, so that will give me more advantage on the other traders that doesn't do that. Okay, and I always trade at the same time every day. Okay, because I know what's going on that period of time. And if I trade at different times of day, it will be a different market. All right, it will be totally different market. That's why I always trade in the same period of time every day. Okay, and one more thing. Um, you don't have to trade every day. I mean, you might look at the market every day. You might look at the chart. You might do the analysis and everything. But maybe some days mm, it doesn't look good to put the trade. Okay, and if you force the trade, you will find out that actually was not a good idea to be trading at that particular market, that particular day, at that particular time of the day. Paul Nicholson, make sense. Do you trade it on the future contract or spot? I trade on the futures, always on futures, in the euro. That's what I trade every day. Thanks for your question, Paul. And yeah, that's a good advice. I would like you to have focus, focus, and learn the particular market. So get specialized because the people you are against uh, with, they are specialists. All right, they're specialists in one area, and what they're specialists is to take your money. All right, and they will use every tool available to know where you are, and they can know where you entered. You can see if you were buying or you were selling, how much you were buying or selling. Everything is can be seen here. Okay, so one thing that is normally in the market are traps, and traps is one thing you can spot using the order flow. Let me just show you my chart. The chart I use every day is a little bit different than the one you are looking at right now. Have more stuff on it. Okay, let me just explain it to you a little bit. Okay, you can see here. This is the chart I use for trading every day. Okay, there are some. You can see this yellow line here. I put that this morning when I was trading. I was looking for the price to reach the price when I start trading today. The euro was sliding down here, you can see, and I was waiting for the price to reach this area because let me see if I can find where I put the my entries here. Okay, you can see here. This is there was a let me let me see if I can show it to you. Before going down, it was going up, right? Everybody was still buying and buying, then it started sliding down, and they were, you can see how it went up again, and they were, tricking the trap here was to make people think that it was going to continue to go up. All right. I don't have enough time to explain you the traps, but just so you know what I was doing, okay? And so I spot the trap, and you can see here this 136 contracts. All right, this is a buyer, big buyer, a lot of buyers entering here in this position. Here again, all right, big difference. Moving the market a little bit up till this blue line, which is a deviation of the bullet volume average. You can see here on the Y line. So I spot this. All right, you can see the enter here. You can see where I set my entries. All right, these two yellow lines, and you can see how price move down from there. All right, you can see how far it went. Okay, down from these lines where I put my selling orders, and then it went back up, and you can see how it just barely touches here, then he touched it again, so it was another opportunity. You can see this big selling here, right? Big selling, pushing the price down again, okay? And again, I mean, it was hit it several times. You can see again, and how they try to keep it up, keep it lower than that. And again, the trap was set, right? Making, you can see here again how they push it down, and again then when it's light about this, you can see, for example, here 111 contracts, 167, right? There's big numbers here. I was already out down here when it touches this here. I was out here when it touches this deviation line here. I went out. Okay, so I was out from here. So I traded from this to here, right? Very nice trade. And the rest was just I didn't care what happened. I just do one trade per day. All right, so it was good. But you can see how many stop loss were hit on these numbers. You can see when people start trying to join in the movement, all right? And you can see everything from here. Look at this one. It's a huge sell-off right here. Probably this is a profit taken right here. That after when you are buyer, you need to sell to get out, right? When you're selling, you need to buy to get out. So this pushes the market up. You can see here the huge buying position right here, getting out of the market. Again here, I mean you can spot everything just by looking at the numbers, right? You don't even need to look at candles anymore. Once you get familiar with this, okay? Not at the beginning, of course, it might seem complicated or too much, but it actually is pretty simple because all you're looking at is what is happening exactly inside the candle. You can have, for example, have here the speed of the day indicator, which just shows me who's being aggressive at the moment. Here, for example, you can see how many buyers, how many sellers are being aggressive here in this area. So I can, spot something. I can see the delta, which is the different buy and sellers. And at the bottom, I can see like exactly what's going on. I don't know if you can see that on the screen because I think it's a little bit big. Let me see. Wait a second. Try to fix this chart. Let me see here. I don't know if do you guys can see the speed of the T indicator I'm pointing out right now. I think it's a little bit off the screen. Let me just try to bring it back in. Okay, and now putting it up a little bit so you can see it. Okay, on the button, now you can see speed of the T indicator, which shows who's been more aggressive. The delta bars, that this is just a graphic indicator who is winning on this on a specific candle, the buyers or the sellers. And at the bottom, you can see exactly how many trades were on the ask, on the bid, the delta, and the time. You can actually add more stuff here, like the volume, the imbalances, everything. There are lot of information you can put here because you can get all the information from the market and just put it as you like in the chart. This is my setup. Just clear the drawing I have, which are where I entered today. So this is pretty much my say my setup, my basic setup, but it shows me everything. It shows me the depth, shows me the liquidity on the market. I think it's off again. Let me just put it back. All right. I think I have my screen is too big. I need to put this a little bit smaller so you can see it all. All right, I think you can see it all now. All right, I think it's better there. All right, so I have here everything as I was telling you. On the right side, I have the liquidity which is available. You have the clusters, which shows you every trade that is being made in real time. I just added this VWAP indicator, so I know VWAP is used for the market as a fair price. So I know I can use it as indication for the bias of the market. I can see the point of control, which is the most traded price of the day, the value area high, value area low, which shows me between these two lines that they were made the 85 or 95% of the trade during the day. Okay, you can set this up differently. I can see the trades that is being actually going in the market in real time, just here. Like I will be in the I will look in the depth of market with the market orders. I can have it here in this indicator. You can see how it's sliding dots, red dots and green dots. And when it's a bigger trade than 10 lots, it will highlight it in a circle. You can see here. I have the imbalance indicator. When it's a huge imbalance with volume, like this one, for example, it, it shows a green line. When it's a big imbalance, let's find now here on red, these red ones, for example, shows me that it was a big selling imbalance with volume. So it put a red line here, so I know that there was one. And the good thing about this is when this happens in, let's say, in the bottom or the top, is a very good another technique to trade this. Okay, I can explain that in another session. I don't have time right now. And these red bars with I mean, I set up this like this, but this is when a huge trade is made. Okay, a lot of volume. Okay, it can be a big stop loss, like here. Um, Paul's asking, it does look complicated. How long has it taken you to work your strategy out? Okay, well, everybody's different, I guess. It would take more time for somebody, but I've been trading like this for many years. Now I don't know. To be honest, it took me around maybe a year or two to have a very solid strategy that works amazingly for me. At least it works pretty good. Um, you may tweak it time to time, but it works very good once you have the data you are looking for that to happen on the market, and you spot it right in and you put your trade. I mean uh, the precision I can enter is amazing. I enter at one tick or two from for the market movement. I mean, what I'm telling you is that my when I enter a trade and when it goes against me, it will move like one or two ticks against me, the most. Okay. One thing, I don't trade for a big movement, like like 100 ticks or something like that, or I only looking for a small movement. But I enter with enough contracts to be worth it. Okay, my stop losses are pretty tight as well, and the risk reward ratio is good. I mean, I've been doing pretty good with my strategy for many years, and it never stopped working. All right, that's something I can tell you right now. And well, yes, it is complicated because you are not used to it. For me, it's pretty easy to look at, and I guess like everything, right? When you see it for the first time, it gets easier every time you look at it. Well, I think we are almost out of time. I don't know if you have any more questions. You should ask it now. If you're looking at the recording, you can send me an email at pedro@tradictive.com. All right, and if you want to have access to the order flow software, just send me an email. I will send you the links, okay, so you can download it and try it. You will need a data feed, all right, to be able to see the depth of the market and everything that is going on. There are many markets you can look at with a data feed. You can see everything: gold, oil, currencies, the yes, whatever. Um, but as I told you on the beginning, focus on one market, and you will mostly have be successful on trading. Uh, I will take a look at some of your videos. How do you ask it today? Yeah, I just say that. Just send me an email. I will send you the links. And yeah, look at the other videos. I also have on FX Street. You can look up my name. Just put on the search bar my name, and it will show up my videos. You can look at there as well, or in the on YouTube on FX Street YouTube as well. You can have the information or my past videos. Okay. Well, thank you guys for being here today. Remember, you have any question, you're watching the recording, just send me an email at pedro@tradictive.com. It was a pleasure being with you today. Time's up, so see you next time. I will be next Tuesday in FX Street, I believe. You can see the schedules in FX Street as well in the Trade with UFOs website. I will be every Tuesday, either in YouTube or in FX Street. All right. All right. Thank you guys, and have a good one. All right. Bye.